There are a ton of town halls that are going really poorly for Republicans right now.
To it's not our job.
Yep. Yep.
Do your job you're sent there to do. I had a lot of trouble making this out. I tried to create subtitles for it, but there's a guy yelling at him right now in the audience, and he is not happy.
Yep. Thank you.
He has nothing to say.
Thank you for that feedback.
True.
You're lying. I'm a veteran. You don't give a fuck about me. In case you can't make it out, I'm reading the subtitles for the audio audience.
To be clear,
You don't get to take away our rights. Fuck you. You don't get to take our jobs. Fuck you. Just saying it over and over again. Wow, dude, these guys are having a rough go of it at these town halls, and it gets even worse than that. That wasn't Chuck Edwards' only, tough question, I guess you could call it. There's this other dude here who asked him even more questions. Same guy. I mean, different audience member, same Congressman Chuck Edwards. By the way, the algorithm is hitting me hard right now, completely ignoring me. So I'd appreciate if you watch to the end of the video. Having increased watch time as a percentage and a raw number is what pushes the video further. Also check out my books, owenmorgan.com. All right, back to the video.
Do you support the annexation of Canada and/or Greenland? And this is a yes or no question. I don't want you to wander off into the woods. I don't want to hear about your latest week in your office.
I love that, dude. This is the best. I am a big fan of this guy. Another person I want to send a fruit basket to. Can we find this guy so we can send a fruit basket to him? They just walked away with the microphone. Or they give it back.
I'm trying to get your opinion on this as a yes or no. Do you support Trump on annexing Canada or Greenland? And do you like the way he treats the premier or the president of Canada, calling him governor? Is that the way you do as a diplomat? Is that the way the United States should act to our closest neighbors? You know, is this, and I've still got a little more time. Do you enjoy the way he's tried to extort minerals from the Ukraine? Do you like bullying people that need your help?
Yeah, with Ukraine and the mineral stuff, Trump offered a deal that was insane. It was so detrimental to Ukraine that it would cripple their economy. And it's obvious that they would never take such a deal. Like, it's obvious that Trump was very intentionally trying to offer a deal that he knew that nobody would ever take because he didn't intend to help Ukraine. But them refusing to take the deal turns it on them. Now it's their fault that they're losing the war because they could end this. They just don't want to work with the United States to end it by signing this deal that would completely cripple their economy. But Zelensky shows up to the White House, says, I'm all in, let's do it. They have all the pens there and everything. They're ready to sign. And Trump starts yelling at Zelensky and kicks him out of the White House before they can sign. Pretty obvious what happened. Zelensky played it like a professional, like a champ. And Donald Trump was backed into a corner, had no choice but to start some stupid shit because Zelensky was not playing into his hands. You know, a lot of the money that Ukraine got from the United States was a loan anyway. And the stuff that they got, half of it wasn't even in money. Half of it was in supplies, old supplies that needed to be replaced in the U.S. military, because we have to upgrade our military every 5 years or so. New weapons, new guns, new bayonets, new helmets, new blankets, and MREs and everything. So instead of sending them to a landfill, we send them to Ukraine, and they use it to humiliate a historical adversary. And I'm not saying Russia's an adversary. Russia is saying they're an adversary. It was money. It was the best spent money that we could ever have put into anything. And instead of continuing to do that, Donald Trump burns the whole thing to the ground, burns the whole deal to the ground, refuses to cooperate with Zelensky or any of that stuff. So it's not even like he was acting like a bully. He was pretending to care so that he could turn it on Zelensky. It's even more debased and vile than this guy is framing it. Joni Cummings, love how the Republicans are getting their asses handed to them and they can't answer questions. I know. It's just the best. I eat this up. It's because they're completely unpopular. Everything they're doing right now is unpopular.
Do you like bullying people that need your help? Do you go for kicking the guy when he's down? Do you support Trump in these things? And this is a yes or no.
The no's in there. Let me answer the first one, and then there was one that really stuck out that I'd like to also answer.
So now he's going to give us an answer that he would never give anywhere else in any other context. It's going to be the most liberal answer ever. But when push comes to shove, his answer really is yes, he supports Trump. Yes, he will vote with Trump 100% of the time. Yes, he'll do whatever it is that Trump wants. Yes, he supports Trump's push against Ukraine and in favor of Russia and all that stuff. So whatever he says next is going to be a lie, because we can see how he votes and the things that he says when he isn't in front of an angry crowd.
I believe your first question that you wanted, yes or no, is do I support annexing Greenland and Canada? The short answer to that is no, I do not.
Okay, great. Now, do you support me in saying Donald Trump is a fucking moron that is destroying international relations by saying stupid shit like that? Do you support me in saying such a thing? Would you put that on paper? Of course he wouldn't. He'd say, well, we have differences of opinion, Yeah, what's the long answer, Metal Jacket says? Give me the long one.
There was another question in there. I think it was, do I support a deal? I'm going to paraphrase a little bit. A deal with Ukraine in obtaining minerals and helping the United States taxpayer recoup the.
Again, that shit was already going to be recouped. That's a lot of that money was a loan in the first place, and also we're using it to help embarrass a historical adversary and show people that you can't just invade sovereign territory that belongs to somebody else. No imperialism. Democracy stands tall. That's what we're doing. We're paying to show that democracies stand together. It's money well spent.
And the United States taxpayer recoup the $140 billion or so that we sent over there. The answer is yes, I do support that.
Okay. That's just dumb as dog shit.
We'll go to our next.
Anyway, the point is that this guy votes with Trump most of the time. He supports Trump, a whole bunch of shit that he does, and he's feeding right into the culture war nonsense. So he doesn't get a pass. Republicans are having a hard time at town halls, and I love every second of it. I hope they have a hard time at these town halls. I hope they continue to have them so that they know how unpopular their positions really are. Anyway, tell me what you think about it in the comments. I'm going to Minneapolis, Minnesota for American Atheist Convention, April 17th, and I hope that you guys make it there. That would be awesome. Because my wife is going to be there for work purposes. It would be really fantastic if I had somebody to just hang out with, so I wasn't bored to tears while she's off doing work-related things. So I hope you guys make it, for real. I hope there are a bunch of people that I can hang out with, because there aren't always a lot of people. Sometimes there are a couple of people, but they always have other things going on too, so I'll have plenty of time to hang out. Atheists.org to find out conference details if you're interested.